Yo, what's going on, guys? I want to do a video on edit because we had some crazy price action here. So, as you can see here, this is I made a video on this a long time ago, and I was talking about this company having a cure for cancer, and they didn't get an FDA approval or anything yet, but I was researching it a lot, and I was like, this looks bomb, right? So I'm gonna try to get some, and it was in this pattern here, which I had like a $70 breakout or something like that. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to put some buy orders down. And I got it at 27 something, 27.23 or 27.30 something, right? Can't remember how I came up with that number. I think it was just based off of this wick here or something, right? And I was like, I'm going to take the chance and I'm going to buy it. And we did. Me and my buddy, we went long on it at right around the 27.50 area. And you can look back at my videos if you don't believe me. So this thing fucking took off. And, I was really pissed at myself because I had bought a call option for $55 right around this area, or $45. And I did a call option for, I don't remember the date, but for $55, right? One. And for some reason, when it was getting up in this range, it was going down and I was losing money on it. And, I should have never sold because it was just $55, right? So I'm like, I don't even care. And when it got up in this range, I was like, what the fuck's going on? Does nobody think that it's going to hit 55? Do you think it's going to get rejected here? And it came up here and it got rejected. And I was like, holy shit. All right, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's going to come back down here again, right? So I was like, all right, it was at break even, and I was like, I'll just sell it. And I sold it, right? But I kept my I don't remember how many shares I had, but I had like 50 shares or something, right? And I sold that one call option, and this thing fucking took off just like I expected. So I sold all of my position, unfortunately, but you got to take profits at my target of like 70 something or whatever it was. I can't remember exactly, right? That call option that I did was worth like $3,200. And it continued to run. This thing continued to run. It broke out here. I was looking for some potential breakdown of it at one point because I was like, there's no way it's going up higher than that, okay? And look at it did. It fucking broke up and it continued even higher. And it actually went all the way to $100. I think I sold somewhere right here, okay? Because I think I had like done something that I probably shouldn't have did, because if I take this and I put this up here, I think it came to roughly $73, right? But that's where I was wrong, because if you take this and do something like that, there's your target up here. So I was wrong because it was actually a bull pennant and it wasn't just a regular pennant there. So with that being said, we were in this bigger pattern, and I was thinking, okay, so maybe it's consolidating in here, but we're pretty overbought on the RSI. So I was like, maybe we'll consolidate in here and create something further. And then we broke down. So I was wondering, I had a target of 55 for the breakdown. So I was thinking, if I entered at 55, maybe it would run back up, create a nice double here, come back up, and had my stop loss below. And we get stopped out here. And it's continued down. So look at it where it is now. Let's look at the 4 hour. Obviously, it has room to come down further. So where is it coming? The only expectation that I have is it's coming back to retest this pattern breakout and turn this into newfound support. So if we look here on the RSI as of now, we are getting pretty oversold way down here. So My expectations, although we dipped to 42.23, and I might start positioning myself a little bit right here for a longer term play here. But I'm kind of thinking that we're going to come to this $39 to $40 range here. And even if it doesn't bounce completely, which it might bounce and then consolidate and do something like that over the course of who knows how long. But I do want to buy some on this dip. And I'm looking for 39.77. So this thing has room to run a lot higher, especially when people start realizing what this actually is. So if we look at the weekly here, okay, this is your pattern, and that was your breakout. We got in perfectly on this. So we do want to make sure it's going to hold support here, of course. And your 50 weekly EMA is at 38.28, but your main support here is at 39.77, 39.82. So if we look at the RSI here, and it doesn't have to, but it does sort of look like a potential of an inverse head and shoulders. Could it come lower? Could it come all the way back into that pattern? It could. So like I said, this is something that if you're holding it long term, you could grab some here and wait and see if it does break down below, put a stop loss below this 50 EMA, something like that. But I'm going to see if this thing's going to hold support. And as of right now, we did get we got a big bounce at one point, and we kind of came back down here. So I just want to keep this on the radar here, because if we are, right now we have bullish divergence on the 1 hour too, because it's lower on the right there than the left, and it's higher on the right there than the left. So this could get a bounce here, actually. Of course, if you want to look at like it being a falling, well, actually, let's see what we are in, if we can find out this pattern. It looks like a falling wedge, right? We could do, I would probably go off of that, right? Something like this. So if we look at it like this, let's see, wick here, wick here. We didn't get a wick down there yet, but we could. So this could be what pattern it's in, a falling wedge that's just continuously falling. So we could get this support here at 39.51. And your breakout target of this, if it does break out here soon, I mean, it might take a couple weeks, months, it's hard to say. But as of now, your breakout target of this is $80. So I want you guys to consider this, because it could be a very good double long here. And if it does reach this 39.56, my idea is to buy a call option or two for, I don't want to do it in March, even though that would, it's a little bit risky if it doesn't actually break out of this and it goes sideways and just creates like a W, and this pattern doesn't do shit for us, right? And it creates something else. But I might do a call option for maybe out in May, just to be safe, and do a call option for $75 or $80 and see what the price is on that. And I'm going to try to catch that, though, once it gets down in this 39 range. So I don't want to buy it now, because obviously if it continues down, the price of that option might not be good. Now we could wait for a breakout too, but I might buy at least one call option. And they're probably cheap right now. They're probably minus 50% or 30%. But this is just an idea. Don't risk too much, of course, but this is where I'm at right now with this. This is something I want to play again, and I see big potential for this thing, this company. So this is my ideas right now. This is where we're at, and I'm going to take that chance, because if it's a $100 call option and it was worth $3,200 prior, to me that's a very good risk of doing. So just want to put this on the radar, and I'm going to start accumulating these things because I think this is going to hold support here. And I think this is going to be a buy option right here, a buy potential. So that's where I'm at with edit. All right, peace.